Freedom is good, man. Freedom is good. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome back. It's been a week since my last videos. Life is busy. Life is consuming all the times. There's responsibilities, families. Oh man, it's good things when you are busy. Beautiful morning. I think the only times of the day that that you can feel the transcending and the peacefulness and the fresh air in the morning. Even the sun radiance is different, you know what I'm saying? I mean, y'all know what I'm talking about. If y'all get up in the morning and y'all walk outside, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just the calmness, of the atmosphere, the stillness. It's beautiful. But for me, in order for me to be able to sense and come to realization of all these beautiful nature, is by me going through the trials and the tribulations and some of my devastated moments of my own actions. I think the most turning point for me is when I succumb to my own action. When I stand in the front of the federal judge to get my sentences, my word was in a slow motion. It's like a slow motion of a script, and everything just stands still, just moving slow, and you can hear the federal judge reading your sentences. But prior to that, what made me continue to indulge and living in the life of crimes, I believe is two key things. One was my financial situation. I was misled in myself, thinking, the route that I chose in a criminal life was the only solution for my circumstances. And the second one was I felt some sort of commitments to the homies that I was leading, protecting, right? But deep within my conscience, right? Deep within my conscience, there was a moral responsibility toward my mom, right? That I keep submerged that consciousness, right? So I won't feel any guilt. But when I stood in front of the federal judge, my realization came. My heart sunk because of 144-month sentences. But deep within that hopelessness situation, there was a light, even though this light is kind of dim. But deep within inside of my heart, I knew that everything happened for a reason. And I felt like, at that time, I felt like, hey, I didn't get life. I didn't get 30 years. And I remember one of the U.S. Marshals said, hey, I done seen people have a lot of times. 30 years life, you are blessed, right? And maybe that's an angel that spoke through him as a mouthpiece comfort me. And the only reason why I said comfort me, it is because I step up my responsibility. I was remorsing, I was regretting, and I feel like at that moment, I'm ready to pay my debt to society. And this is what led me to understand the fullness of life. That's why I was saying this morning, you know, I feel the peace, the stillness, the transcending of the morning, the fresh air, the birds singing. And I appreciate the things that I normally don't, you know, which is the fresh air, the freedom, you know. And I learned to appreciate these things without financial expenses. So when I starting to do that, I was enlightened to see more of life. But it doesn't end right there, right? Because that's a devastating moment for me, but at the same time, I gained an insightful about life. And my next step was to go into a new environment that I never been through before, which is the Fed. The prosecutor asked me to send me to USP Atlanta, the pen. Somehow I stayed there for a minute, and then I got shipped out to Kentucky, Manchester, Kentucky. But it's a new environment. See, even if you are changing, you're still gonna be tested. You're gonna be tested in new environments. And that's exactly what happened to me. That's the new environments. We have all kinds of people in there, predator, murderers, kidnapper, robbers like myself, child molester. Those are the ones that are more hidden because they know they can survive in prison. Gangs, drugs, alcohol, gambling, depression, suppression, whatever you can imagine, whatever you can think of. Whatever you can think of. That is the new environments. And I treat it as my training grounds, right? I treat it as my training grounds. And that's exactly what I did. I spent every second, minutes, hours reading, studying, make mistakes, correct my mistakes, in learning how to deal with different personalities, people, groups. Not only that, outside the prison environments, you know, I have to face different family circumstances that, you know the moment that you know that you cannot do anything, those are the moments you feeling so useless. But the constant motivation of trying to become as a better person, a reminder of your own self that if you don't do this, you never have a chance in real life, you know? I know most of us here in the free world, in America, we are very blessed, fortunate, but also many of us miss our opportunities to become who we really want to be. But in order for us all to achieve what we really want in life, we have to get rid of our old self. Get rid of our old selves and starting to discover ourselves. Enjoying the things that had nothing to do with money. You know, once you realize that life is more than just financial costs or financial gains, then nothing can touch you. I'm telling you, nothing can touch you. You know what it is. Freedom is so good. I hope you guys enjoy your freedom, enjoy your life. And you know, life is not always surrounded with money. If your job, your careers make you unhappy, then maybe you take a few steps back and just inhale, exhale, and just kind of see where you're at in life. And ex-con like myself can rediscover while I was in prison, then anybody can. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can. Oh yes, I was doing good when I got out too. You know, my life was, yes, it was struggling for the first 5 years, but after that, I reinvent myself. I can say that I still have much to learn, but at the end of the day, I'm no longer being trapped, being lost to live that lifestyles that everybody didn't understand, yearning for that lifestyle. The lifestyle, drugs, gangs, females, irresponsible. I'm a responsible dad, father, and I try my best to be a good citizen, giving back to the communities that I live in. You know, that is the only possible way that you can do to show people that you'll change. You know, no matter how much I say, at the end of the day, it's your actions that speak louder than your words. So, y'all know what to do. You know, stay courageous, strong, motivated, because life is too short to be stressful. Peace. Until next time. If y'all just new to my channel, y'all know y'all can subscribe. And if any video that benefit y'all, give me that thumbs up. Until next time, y'all take care. Money is everywhere. So take your time and collect it. Peace.